Well, the Yankees just got some pretty important news. We're going to go over that in just a few moments. We're also going to talk about the Rafael Devers trade. And man, the Red Sox have me cracking up over that. But if you're new here, how you doing? My name is Joe. We talk about the Yankees here. So if that's your thing, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment down below on your opinion. And also, too, if you're not new here, what's up? Welcome back. Listen up. The Yankees are getting back Giancarlo Stanton, and he will be in the lineup tonight. Giancarlo last year hitting .233. Well, he hit .233. 773 OPS, 27 home runs, 72 RBI. He was very good. And not only was he pretty damn solid in the regular season, he was great in the postseason. Giancarlo had over 1,000 OPS last year in the postseason. 14 games, he hit 7 home runs. He's very, very important to this Yankee lineup. Last year during the regular season, the Yankees were 71-43 with Giancarlo in that lineup. Without him, they were below 500. He meant a lot to this Yankee lineup, and he means a lot to this Yankee lineup now. Not just because of his production, but because of his sheer presence in that lineup. That's why he matters. That's why him being in there matters so much. Because of his presence has pitchers crapping bricks on the mound. And the Yankees need him. We need him right now. This past weekend was a horrible series against Boston. We couldn't really hit. We couldn't really do anything. Max Fried pitches a great game. Rodon, a little iffy here and there, but he pitched a good game too. The first game of the series, only scored a run. Aaron Judge home run. Aaron Judge struck out a bunch too this past series. We need somebody to come in there and to kind of take the pressure off of Judge when Judge isn't producing. Because listen, it's going to happen, and it's happening. So you need somebody who could go in there and who could kind of take the pressure off of Judge. And I think Giancarlo Stanton could be that guy, especially after that postseason that he had last year. It was incredible. The show that he put on for the Yankees, that he put on for us, was incredible. And I think he's going to carry that confidence, that bravado, if you will, into this year. And as long as he stays healthy, listen, he just has to play 100 games. He's going to hit 25, 30 home runs. I really do believe that. In last postseason, the guy wasn't swinging at anything out of the zone. He wasn't. He was taking the right pitches, and he was hitting the right pitches. He was incredibly selective. And if he could just bring that into this season, which I think he's going to, it's going to be a big year for him. But the Yankees need him. Ben Rice has gone cold. Trent Grisham has gone cold. Paul Goldschmidt has gone cold. Dominguez needs to step it up too. Giancarlo is a much welcomed addition to this New York Yankee lineup now. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see him in that lineup along with Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger. If you know what happened between those two, you'll understand the reason behind that laugh. Giancarlo coming back is a big deal, but what does this mean for other guys on the roster, like Pablo Reyes and Oswald Peraza? Well, one of those guys has to go. Unfortunately, that's the truth. And Oswald Peraza has been struggling offensively this season. It pains me to say that, but he's been bad. I'm probably one of the biggest, or if not the biggest, Oswald Peraza fan on this friggin' planet. And I'll be the first one to tell you the kid's struggling offensively. Last year in the minor leagues, he was fine offensively. He hit for some power. Had over an 800 OPS in the final 3 months of the season last year. He was good. They just can't figure it out up here. So he might be gone. Pablo Reyes, he might be gone. But when it comes down to it, I think Pablo Reyes is the one who's going to go. The Yankees were just working out Oswald Peraza in the outfield. Peraza is way too good defensively. He's a better defender than Pablo Reyes. He's the guy you're probably going to keep. And if he could play a bit of the outfield, this might open up even more opportunities for him. Because Pablo Reyes, he could play the outfield. So that's what makes him valuable. He can play the infield and the outfield, but he's not a very good defender anyway. Oswald Peraza is a very good defender. So that's why you try to find a spot for him on the team just because of that. Now, if Cabrera was here, which I hope he comes back next year, if Cabrera was here, well, Oswald Peraza, adios, amigo, you're gone. But that's not the case. So I really do think at the end of the day, I could be wrong. I'll pin a comment down below as to what the Yankees did to make room for Giancarlo Stanton, but I really do think that Pablo Reyes is the odd man out. Like I said, I could be wrong, but them working out Oswald Peraza in the outfield, I think the writing's on the wall for Reyes, unfortunately, and he's probably the one gone. Now, I really want to talk about that Rafael Devers trade. That was freaking insane. I understand things weren't going very well in Boston. Totally get it. The Red Sox handled this whole entire situation with him so freaking poorly. So poorly. They didn't even want to try to smooth things over with him. He's one of the best hitters in baseball. Top 10, top 15 offensive player in Major League Baseball. And you just traded him away. Basically, I mean, you got a decent package back, but you didn't get anything back that's going to help you this year, offensively anyway. They got Jordan Hicks, who's on the IL, starting pitcher. Maybe they'll move him to the pen. He's having a bad year. Kyle Harrison, one of the top pitching prospects in baseball, left-handed starting pitcher. They optioned him down right to AAA. They also acquired James Tibbs III. He was drafted 13th overall last year, but he's not even a top 100 prospect this year. And Jose Bello, a rookie league starting pitcher. They didn't get anybody for that offense. They didn't get anybody to replace the production of Rafael Devers. Maybe they're hoping Bregman comes back soon. I don't know. But what I do know is this. The Red Sox, I think, hit the panic button way too early. They did not make him available to the open market. You could have made him available to the open market, and they didn't do that, which is insane. There's anybody that's going to be on the trade market is not going to be as close to as good of a hitter as Rafael Devers. Nobody, unless the Cubs put Kyle Tucker on the market, which they won't. So the Red Sox could have had teams bidding for Rafael Devers' services, and they would have gotten a monster package for him if other teams were in on him, which they did not allow that to happen. Now, the Giants did take back the entirety of Devers' contract, so maybe the Red Sox were a little nervous that the Giants would have said, hey, do you know what? If you're going to shop him, maybe we don't want to take on his whole deal. I honestly think if it came down to it, that any team would have taken on his entire contract. And you could have gotten a better prospect package than what you got from San Francisco. It's crazy to me. It's really freaking nuts what they did. But hey, it's good for us. It's good for the Yankees. Devers will no longer haunt us in the American League East anymore. It ain't happening. He's gone to freaking San Francisco of all places. That's funny. And Boston didn't even get, they got James Tibbs III. What are we doing? What are they doing? It's absolutely pathetic. If Brian Cashman made that kind of a deal, we would be at his throats. So Red Sox fans, if you're a Red Sox fan, which probably no Red Sox fans are listening this deep into the video, I feel for you. I feel a little sorry for you. But the fact of the matter is this. That deal helps out the Yankees a ton. A ton. So listen, I want to know what you guys have to say about that down in the comments. I want to know your take on the Devers deal. I also want to know your take on Giancarlo Stanton returning. I think it's a very big deal. I think it's something that the Yankees desperately have been needing in this lineup. Just that presence, that right-handed power bat that they oh so desired. And also, too, do you think it's Pablo Reyes or Oswald Peraza? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.